Well, great day, beautiful beings. It is Malika, a breath of fresh air Underwood. I am coming on to just talk about your wheel, which can be associated with your third chakra, your center of power, and your emotions, your feelings, and that stuff. So, something I just want to share with everyone is sometimes physical ailments, maybe oftentimes physical ailments can be a result of emotional and feelings that have emotional issues and feelings that have been suppressed, repressed, forgotten, denied, oftentimes denied, not allowed to be expressed. And so it's really important for you to make sure you express how you feel in the moment and as soon as you can, if you can't do it in the moment, but express how you feel authentically, allowing what you feel to come out, to come up and come out. And what that can look like a myriad of ways. That can look like stomping your feet. That can look like yelling and shaking your arms around, not at anyone, but just as an expression of whatever it is that you're feeling. That can look like doing a little dance, a little jig, because you're feeling great. It can look a number of ways. And so never be ashamed for how your emotions are expressed. So you can clear old emotional energy. So I'm going to talk about blockages. So how physical ailments come about is because of blockages. So what happens is you have your feelings. A person may have feelings about some situation, circumstance, words said, actions taken, and they don't express their feelings. They suppress them. They let them simmer. They deny them. They're not in a space where they feel safe enough to express them. And those feelings, the energy of feelings is very light and ethereal. It's very sparse if we were to think of it as in terms of density. So emotional energy is not very dense. Physical form, we are energy as well. And in our physical form, the energy is very dense, very concentrated, right? So when you have your feelings and they're unexpressed, and then you have your emotions, and they're not allowed to be released, then you end up with denser energy. The energy begins to become denser as it's unexpressed. And as the energy condenses, it's like it's making its way towards form. So first, it's just energy and it's just non-tangible. We'll say that it's non-tangible. As it begins to gather more energy, because it's not being expressed, it's not being addressed, not being acknowledged, and not being released, it's gathering more momentum and energy. The more attention you're giving those emotions, in the sense of you have circumstances that come up in your life that are a trigger for the re-imprinting of those emotions. So as you re-imprint those same emotions, they become denser. You're adding energy to them. And as they add more energy, they become denser and denser until it may be, it may just start out as a little pain here and there, or it may start out as tenderness, or it could start out as stiffness. There's many ways that blocked energy can start out. So you heard of your chakras. If you haven't, take a little Google search real quick and look up your chakras. But what happens is the energy becomes denser, and in through your chakras and your other energetic, what I want to call them, they're called in other languages, oh, channels, here we go, channels. So, like your meridians, and then there are your chakras with their nadis, which are energy points where energy channels cross within your body. So, when energy becomes stagnant, as in you didn't allow it to move, you didn't allow it to flow, because feelings and emotions, they need to flow. They need movement in order to be released from your body. So once you disallow your feelings and emotions to be expressed, they condense, they become blockages in energy, and when there's blockages in the energy, it becomes physical matter. And so people experience different types of discomfort. You can experience just some sense of discomfort. You can experience some small minor pains. You can experience sharp pains. You can experience stiffness. You can experience so many different things, depending on where in your body the energy is getting blocked from whatever the unexpressed feelings and emotions are. So if you have things that are long buried and you're ready to release them, then it's best to get your body moving. It's best to get your body moving and allowing the energy in your body the opportunity to come up and flow. It allows it to, before it becomes matter, as in tangible, before it becomes tangible, then it allows it to become sparse and rise and come up out of you, which can be in the form of, you will just express those feelings. You will feel those feelings again. You're like, why am I feeling like you could? Okay, so one time I was working out and I was doing some kind of abdominal exercise, and it was starting to get real tough. And I felt feelings of sadness, and I could sense that I wanted to cry. And I'm like, I'm in the middle of a workout. What is going on here? And at the time, I didn't really want to address whatever it was. I didn't want to allow it to express, because I was in the middle of the gym. I didn't want everybody coming to me talking about, are you okay? What's wrong? Blah, blah, blah. And I thought to myself, I will just express these feelings later. Well, that didn't happen because that was the most opportune moment for those feelings to be expressed. And apparently the energy was somewhere in my abdominal area. There's a blockage. So that energy got trapped there because it was unexpressed at some earlier point in my life. And so any kind of physical movement that is really, really moving the energy will allow you the opportunity to express your feelings that are suppressed, allow you to bring them up. So yoga also does that. Yoga is really, really, really great for that. And I know a lot of people who really enjoy yoga, and yoga brings balance. Yoga brings unity within of all of your energy. And it seems like it just is magical. And I think we are, people think, oh, magic's not real. Well, I think that science and magic are one and the same. Creative force, power, our ability to think something and bring it into being, that is all magical. The way our body works is magical. I just think it's all magic. So anyway, when you are able to move your body, get your body moving, like think about when you exercise or when you're doing something that's physically causing you to exert a lot of energy, and you get to a point you start to feel uncomfortable, you start to feel discomfort, and you're just like, might get frustrated, you might feel all kinds of things in that moment, and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm too tired. And oftentimes you're not even tired, it's just that there are feelings coming up to be expressed and you're not ready to do that work. So I just want to encourage everyone to allow your feelings and emotions to come up when you are doing some kind of physical activity and you start to feel sensations in your body coming up. You start to feel emotions coming up that don't seem to have any connection with what you're doing or what state of being that you feel like you were in before you felt them, just allow them to come up. Just allow them to come up. You never know what past emotional issue you are releasing. And even though yoga is a very beneficial practice to do, there are other things you can do. Like I said, I was doing an abdominal exercise when I had that one experience. And so just know that you can do just about any physical form of activity that moves energy. And if you tune into your body, tune into the part of your body that's having difficulty, let's say, and just discover what's there. Discover what emotions are there. Discover what energy is there. Discover what comes up for you in that moment. And say to yourself, I allow the releasing of this energy. I allow the releasing of this energy. I allow the releasing of this energy, and allow it to go. Feel whatever it is. Give yourself permission to feel the feelings. You might feel like crying. You might feel angry. You might feel frustration. You might feel confused. You just don't know what you have buried that may come up in the moment. Just allow yourself to feel it and express it. Most importantly, express it. You can just start moving, say for instance, you're like, all of a sudden you're feeling angry. Just move with it. You're like, just move with it. And just get your body moving, So since I'm talking about movement and moving your body, let's do something really quick. Let us do, let's do some abdominal work real quick. Just doing a little impromptu thing here. I think. All right, so here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Okay. Anyway, so you're gonna start with, I know you can't see my whole entire body, but you're gonna start with your legs straight out in front of you and sitting up as tall as you can. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Now, when you take your deep breaths, inhale fully, see right here, if you can look from the side of me, my breath is going to enter my body and go down my neck, into my trachea, and into my chest and lungs, right? It's going to go into my lungs. And so what I want you to do is when you inhale, I want you to inhale all the way down into this area, your abdomen, but inside, like deep in there. And then when you exhale, I want you to exhale, and then when it feels like you don't have any more to push out, contract your abdominal muscles, okay? Okay, let's do it. We're going to breathe 3 times, okay? So here we go. We're going to breathe in. Now I'm contracting my abs. See? Now I'm contracting. See? And now we are going to bring your knees up, and I want you to hug your knees, hug yourself into your knees, right? And either hold your knees like this and lean back, and you pick your toes up like this, or put your hands behind your thighs, right, and lean back, and keep your back straight like this. Now, it's an ab exercise, so you got to go contracting your abs. And you can even straighten out your legs to make them parallel to the floor with your lower legs. And squeezing your abs, this will give you a good workout. Keep your chest up. and squeeze your abs. As you can hear in my voice, I am squeezing my abs. And you're gonna do that. And right now my body is doing a bit of shaking because these muscles need some work. And breathe. And release. And you can go into it and keep going into that for 3 more rounds. I'll show you what it looks like from the front. Okay. So from the front, looks like this. Either you have your hands on your knees and you lift up your legs, or hands behind and you lift. And then you can release. And you're squeezing your abs. Now, you may only be able to do it for a short time, or you may do it for a longer period of time than I did. All is well. Just focus on contracting your abs, and whatever sensations you feel in your body, you can focus on them. And afterwards, just sit quietly with yourself. Sit quietly with yourself to know where you feel sensations in your body and see what comes up for you. All right. That's all I have for you today. Great day to you. Have a great evening. Be well. Love yourself to health and well-being through every decision that you make for your nutrition, your physical fitness, mental, spiritual, and emotional well-being. Love yourself from the heart and be well. Bye.